1951, Jubilee Year. Canberra was just 24 years old and the stage set for celebrations to mark the 50th anniversary of the Federation. A Jubilee parade outside Government House was attended by Governor-General Sir William McKell, former Labour Premier of New South Wales. Prime Minister Menzies was accompanied by Dame Patty and their daughter Heather. This was the site first mentioned in 1911. 910 square miles of New South Wales set aside to form a capital territory, a location from which the city was to rise. Parliament House, here seen nearing completion, was designed as a temporary building, but is still the home of federal politicians. It was opened on the 9th of May 1927 by the Duke and Duchess of York, who were to ascend the throne after the abdication of Edward VIII. The ceremony took place in the Senate chamber. Elder statesman Billy Hughes, who had witnessed this historic opening of Parliament, sends a Jubilee message to the people of the Commonwealth.
These 50 years have been the most eventful in all human history, bringing with them changes in every sphere of our national life, and the two greatest wars the world has ever known. When in 1900 Queen Victoria signed the Act which brought the Australian Commonwealth into being, she was the head of the greatest empire the world had ever known. We in Australia have come far and done much. Our destiny beckons us on. If we are to survive, we must gird up our loins. We must have abiding courage and faith, and our faith must be fortified by deeds.
The Jubilee celebrations carried on with colourful pageantry and a strong accent on the deeds of Australian pioneers. One of Captain Charles Sturt's inland river expeditions was reenacted. The party, clad in styles of those days, was farewelled from Government House. A jubilant start to a journey which was to take the explorers by road to the Murrumbidgee to launch a whaleboat on a 1,000-mile trip. In Bendigo, Cobb & Co. coaches rolled again to celebrate the centenary of the discovery of gold in Victoria. The gold rush disrupted the life and economy of the country. While in Wagga, the exploits of bushrangers in the gold fever era were recalled by a hold-up of a stagecoach, with a timely or maybe melodramatic rescue by police troopers. Cobb & Co. coaches originated in the USA, and it was from there that President Truman's personal envoy, John Foster Dulles, arrived in Australia to discuss Lend-Lease problems and the terms of the Japanese peace treaty. Later, he was to become Secretary of State under President Eisenhower. Another famous American visitor was Thomas A. Dewey, governor of New York State and former presidential candidate. While on a world goodwill trip, Dewey took time off to gain an insight into our wool industry as a guest of Max Faulkner of the famous Bunuk stud. Back in the federal capital, External Affairs Minister Casey signed the Colombo Plan, pledging Australia to millions of pounds worth of aid to India, Ceylon and Pakistan. A humanitarian project aimed chiefly at assisting them to develop their sadly inadequate food-producing industries. As a Jubilee guest of the Commonwealth, His Grace the Archbishop of York, Dr. Garbutt, is greeted by Archbishop Mole.